Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. That one goes out of bounds, a less than ideal beginning to this game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Here we go.
And here's the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Pulls it in. It's Price. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Good job up front here by this offensive line to protect the Michigan State quarterback and give him time to make an accurate throw for the first down. And boy, over the years, especially recently, they have had great quarterback play. Connor Cook, 3 years of starting, outstanding performances by his Michigan State offenses. Kirk Cousins, we saw what he could do when he was at East Lansing and the job he's now doing in the NFL. Even going back to Drew Stanton, who's more of a dual threat guy. Spartans have had really good quarterback play.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Keeping it on the ground here. In the clear at the 25. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a first set of downs. Well, he finally goes out of bounds down inside the 10, but that play sets up this offense in good scoring position.
It sure does. What a great play of creating momentum for this offense. Now you want to see if they give this back a chance to put it into the end zone now that they're 1st and goal.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. Ball handed off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, maybe hold them to 3 points.
That play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5 now. They're going to run it. He'll be muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line.
Here we go, Chris. Early in the game, opening drive. This is a big decision and really an opportunity to send a message for this offense. Do you go for this close to the goal line and make that statement, or do you settle for 3?
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. He's something, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
I love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind him. You continue to pick up first downs. You get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. All handed off. Here's the jet sweep. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
You know, this is a big part of this offense, not just spreading vertically downfield by throwing the ball, but these jet sweeps put so much pressure on the defense horizontally. You've got a lot of speed you've got to contain. Here's a great example of getting a player who's got a lot of speed out on the perimeter. Let him do what he does best by getting downfield. Nice play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. The Volunteers look to keep this drive moving.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Volunteers with 1st and 10 here. They'll feed the back again. Gets into space at the 50. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on the hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Going absolutely nowhere. They're lost on the play.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Important second down play coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Looking to scramble to his left. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Vols. Strong game by this quarterback.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the pressure gets home. It's a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
So from the 18-yard line, it's 2nd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? There's contact on the throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle, and it's good for a first down to the 36.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Good job up front here by this offensive line to give this quarterback enough time to be able to make the right read and throw. And over the years, Chris, Michigan State, that signal caller always seems to be efficient and smart and accurate. We're seeing that again today.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. He'll hand it off. Throws a stiff arm. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the Spartans lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Spartans. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
And Game makes it second and medium. The shotgun running play call. And tests the middle and gets stuck. That is just not open for business today.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Crucial third down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
This is a deflating play for this defense on third and short. Good coverage. They take away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for is the quarterback, and he uses his legs to pick it up.
Great cut there. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Hands off to the left. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Caught behind the line. It's Irvin. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, move the sticks for a first down for this Tennessee offense. And this quarterback is really starting to throw the ball well, putting the ball in the money, and giving these receivers a chance to make plays after the catch. I tell you, they've had some great quarterbacks, as we know, that have played in their time in Knoxville.
Seventh play of the drive coming up. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Volunteers. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. He's going to bring up second down.
I mean, you don't see this very often. They just pressured the quarterback, and did you see how many guys that were rushing him? 3. You have 8 guys in coverage, and you can get that kind of pressure on a quarterback with 3 rushing.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Grab down the middle. It's Price. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He bought some time, now lets it go. Goes to his right side there for the completion. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Spartans will have 1st and 10 here. The shotgun handoff here. Great move in the open field. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Boy, good tough running there by the Michigan State running back. And Michigan State over the years has had great offensive line play, ability to open up holes, and good tough runners like we're seeing today.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Walters. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Spartans hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Sparty. This offense cannot be stopped. See if they can convert the point after. PAT puts them in front by 7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining 1st half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. A handoff to the back. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. The Volunteers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held onto the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Rolling to his left, outside the pocket. He'll try a pass here. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the Vols will have to kick it away. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Sticking with the running game. Eludes a tackle. Breaks a tackle into the clear. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Well, the running back looks like he's possessed on that run. No defender could get 2 hands on him long enough to bring him down, so he picks up a lot of those yards after contact.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the...
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. He's moving out of the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down after that previous play. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And here comes a deep shot. Catch made wide open way downfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21.
That makes the score. Michigan State, 28.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return starts from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Spartans will kick this away to get the second half going. Returner trying to create good field position. Returner is brought down. Gets it started with the next drive. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Finding some room with the 25. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 20. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
We'll try to run it with the option. It's a quarterback keeper. Pitches to the back. Touchdown, Vols. Still no answer for this offense.
What a call inside the 10-yard line. You truly have to trust your quarterback because things happen fast down inside the 10 on this option play. Doesn't give it, doesn't keep it himself, pitches it out, and comes up with 6.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Here's the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Here's the second down play. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Jukes to get past a man. They bring him down to the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
That's an important first down on that running play. And he drops back in the gun. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? At the 10 now. Touchdown, Volunteers. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And it's field, the returner trying to create good field position here. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. There's the handoff. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the back now goes in motion. Looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he pulls in the catch. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that first down.
The offense really clicking here. And looking to throw now on first down. Catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to make a big play downfield. Makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Spartans.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
They're setting out to try the PAT. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to advance on the play.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And the Tennessee offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Physical run earns the first down.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crosses the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they will claim the second half lead.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT puts them in front by 7.
That makes the score.
Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Now great field position to start the drive. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Using a strong stiff arm. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
And they'll go right back to him on first down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Green 25! Ringo!
The back's got it. They stop him, but it's a first down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And the Spartans pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Heading left after the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's got a receiver wide open here. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Just excellent execution here by the offense. They've set themselves up nicely now into the red zone to see if they can come up with a touchdown.
The Spartans line up on 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
They'll run it here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty. That's another strike for this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Returner choosing to field this one. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Here's the handoff when the Jets sweep. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter.
You're all tied up.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Grab behind the line. It's Irvin. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the 1st half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the 2nd half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
He's brought down out at the 46.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
They'll try the option play here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Now it's 2nd down here. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Oh, what a move. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Jet sweep, receiver trying to find some room. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Chris, I think the defense's eyes were completely in the backfield looking at this quarterback because of the speed that he has. They respect it. But what hurt them is they lost contain, and they're vulnerable on the edges against that jet sweep because of the focus on the quarterback.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Quarterback's got it on the option. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The ball's come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the right side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Quick throw caught to the left side. Touchdown, fouls. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle made after a big gain. They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
2-9 Philly.
And there's the handoff. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Takes the handoff again. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Well, Chris, this is exactly what they needed to do. Put a touchdown up on the board. They pull within 1 in a playoff game. And now it's decision time. Do you tie the game up or potentially take the lead?
Does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Your worst-case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
And then 1st down, right back to the running game. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Can this defense get a stop and end regulation with the score time? A pop pass on the jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And a timeout is called late in this tie game. Crucial choices coming up. 2nd down play coming up. They'll run the option. And the quarterback keeps it here. He'll pitch it. Gets some space around the 30. Brought down after a big gain and a 1st down. Defense, no answer for the option that time.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
And the defense calls time to stop the clock with just 16 seconds left. And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. So in the final seconds, everything comes down to this field goal attempt for the win. It's good! This playoff run continues with a kick for the ages. course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.